a murder investigation, always a twist, and it's something that we wanted to bring to the stage here in Bombay in the form of theater noir. So we decided to conceive the play, execute the play, and now we're bringing it to the Royal Opera House. We use jazz music, which is a big part of that convention as well, and it's just a really fun. Fun isn't the right word. It's a compelling plot, and it's about people in the burning hot city of Bombay and all the things that they do to each other to get ahead. The inspiration behind the story is actually film noir. There's a few films that I was really referencing when I was writing it. They are The Maltese Falcon, Laura, both films made in the 1940s. Also a film called Double Indemnity from the 1940s. And then, of course, when you talk about film noir, you can't not talk about the 1970s film by Roman Polanski, Chinatown. And then, of course, in the late 90s, we had LA Confidential and a few others in between. So those were the inspiration. But I think the inspiration in terms of what it meant to Bombay is, I just wanted to tell a story about people doing something, what lengths people are willing to go to get ahead, and to sort of make their money or get whatever it is they want, be it love, be it money, be it a way out of their lives. For me, I'm very, as a director, and I'm extremely blessed because here at our studio we train our actors. So by the time our actors come to be in a play with us, I've known them for at least 9 months. So I'm very familiar with what they can do and what they're capable of. So what I look for are things that I already know that are within them, and I know that they could really bring to the role. And what's most important to me is not to pick an actor who is ideal for the role that I have in my head. I want to find an actor who has the tools of what I think they possess for the character, but I also want an actor who's going to bring something that I don't know about, like something that I'm not familiar with, new ideas. So that's what excites me about choosing actors. Yeah, I play Sam. Sam is a detective. He is a former New York City police officer, lost his job a few years back because he got involved in a case where unfortunately he got a little bit emotionally entangled with one of the suspects, and that suspect wound up dead. So he loses his job, loses his badge, loses his gun, and sort of finds his life in free fall. He finds that he's suddenly invited to Bombay to start working for security for some VVIPs, and very quickly finds that he likes the place, and starts his own detective agency and gets wrapped up in the nefarious, sordid world of South Bombay's underbelly, and that's his character. He's a typical New York City detective, very direct, very honest, no nonsense, and he'll tell you what he thinks, what it is. He's very clever, but he has a few problems. He drinks a little bit too much, he gambles a bit too much, and he's emotionally pretty closed off. He doesn't want to let anybody in after what he's been through. So that's Sam. The theme that I'm working on here is the lengths that people are willing to go to achieve whatever it is they've set out for themselves, and how far they're willing to go to. And I think the question that I want people to look at is, how far am I willing to go to get what I want? And is what I want really worth it? Am I really willing to hurt people in the process? And I think that's a very important question today, because in life, in any walk of life, in any profession today, I don't know that people are really aware of what they're doing and why they're doing it. And that's a question, I think an existential question we should all be asking is what I want really what I want, and how far am I willing to go to get it?
I play the eldest brother in the Tandon family, and so essentially for him, he's driven by one thing, and that's just money. So he's not exactly a very nice person in the conventional way. He has his heart in the right place, but the way he goes about things is incredibly selfish. And the play is essentially about how I can't swear, no?
No, you can't.
It's essentially about how he manages who he thinks he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he ends up messing things up completely for his whole family.
I'm playing Lara Tandon. She's the middle child in the Tandon family between these two insane brothers. She's a lawyer, and I think her biggest quality would be, which is her most positive and negative quality, would be that she's incredibly loyal to her family. I think that defines her the most. Yeah.
Cool. So, hi, I'm playing Ibrahim Tandon, who is the youngest of the three. I'm a little bit special because I'm adopted. So the whole Tandon family is a very, very wealthy family in Bombay, and me being the adopted one, and our father dying a couple of years ago, and started a rift between the family, primarily between myself and Abhishek, my oldest brother, and he tried to kick me out the wealth and succeeded. But I'm doing my own newspaper business in Delhi, and it's going very well. But I hear about a couple of things happening in Bombay, so I come back to try and help what's happening.
So I'm playing Sonali Agarwal, and the character is so different from who I am as an individual. It was very difficult for me to go around it, but it was very interesting. She's an operator, and she's just so different, you know. She's an operator, she falls in love, and because of love she goes to such crazy lengths of, you know, making her game plan work. And yes, that's it. And I think to actually have a look at, you know, like what the character is exactly, you must come for the show, because that's where you actually get the taste of what every character is.
The thing about this play is that everyone has secrets, everyone has lies, and not everyone knows everything at the same time. So you're kind of playing your character, and you're kind of playing your cards very close to your chest. So that's what was really challenging, to making sure that you're kind of letting, you have something else going on inside you, but you're saying something else to your sister or Sam the detective or your brother, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And there's so many twists and turns in it, and it's proper bringing the film noir space to the theatre with like a bit of a jazz element with our characters and things like that. And I think every time I kind of go back to the script, it always surprises me how we all have secrets and lies, and even in real life, everyone has secrets and lies with their family and their friends. But the thing is, the situation that we get ourselves into the play is so high stake and so big, all these secrets and lies just come out. And that's where kind of this drama happens. And that's a really interesting thing to watch, but it makes you realize, like, wow, there are so many secrets and lies between families.
And everyone has the secrets and lies,
Yeah.
no matter how good you come out, and no matter how sorted you may seem, everyone has things they're hiding, no matter what.
Come on! It's at the Royal Opera House on the 30th of June and the 14th and 15th of July, and we're so excited to bring it to a venue which is so prestigious, so grand, and walking distance from Altamount Road itself.
Yes.
So please come and watch it.
Tickets are on Book My Show. Make sure you go book it right now. I promise you will not regret it.